morning, traders. Welcome to Beyond Profile. Today is Tuesday and it's June 21st. Markets are gapping higher again this morning, continuation from yesterday. Our B formation on the daily, unfair lows back to the unfair highs playing out. This morning we're gapping up here right around 80-81 area, so we're up into really about the middle of that candle from last Tuesday it was. Yesterday you could see the wide range candle, and again there was a good buying coming in over the last few days down there at the 56, 57 area. We saw that big buyer was down there for several days accumulating. Remember, this is the whole thing here is at an unfair low territory. This is unfair lows. This is your unfair highs. We've been looking at this as on a larger time frame scale, if you will. And the lows from last week have held. They held them in the Globex yesterday. Yesterday we almost had a nice two-bar reversal, and now this morning we're going to be gapping higher over top of all of this. All right, so 81 as of right now, we're up into the 80-81 area here. Technical gap fill would be 83.75s, 84s on this if it wanted to go up to that range for the ES. And again, once we get on the top side of this 88 or so, this thing's got some air to run a lot higher. And at that point, also on this time frame would also be a stage 4, which means then an imbalance state back up to where it came from. Could go all the way as we got this little minor one at 1306 to 9s. But then back to the unfair high, 1333s, all the way back up to that area. So right now, still stage 3 playing out on the daily time frame. And looking at, and again, as we start to get up into here, we're going to run into some supply issues, especially in this 83, 84 area going into the S&P. Let's take a look at crude oil here. That was undervalued yesterday, had a nice move. See crude oil from the last time we looked at this, again, nice bounce yesterday from undervalued, was into this pocket of high volume that was left over here from before, a very big area for the market. And again, a technical gap fill coming in and filling this void here. So yesterday's low in the regular session here almost got the gap fill, and again, it may be close enough. Nice bounce. We had some arrows here showing where we'd like to see this go before it got to that area, and of course it never did. It paused here and then it continued right straight back down because it broke below this balance area. Once it broke this balance area, then it's got room to drop back down and come back all the way to the unfair lows down here at the 90 area if it wants to. But again, we found it to be undervalued yesterday, and some people had stepped in and bought the oil market. All right. Today we got some news coming out from the euro about Greece, and again the euro. Let's look at the daily on the euro here for a moment. A chart left over from yesterday, and again we're gapping up in the euro this morning, and again we're waiting on some news from the euro. And again, this is almost similar to what the markets are doing. If you look at the bigger picture of things, you can look at the value area of where we've been auctioning back and forth in this market. So again, this morning gapping up in the equity markets, continuation from yesterday. Short-term overvalued here. Pre-market looking for some retracements back down. We're gapping up, so back to settlement. We'll be looking at 72 and change, 74. Yesterday's point of control 72.75s on the S&P. So even from these levels here, we should be able to see some sort of a nice move back down, and then see if we can continue to go up. Have a great trading day, folks. We'll see you in the room.